It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the midday show. Yes, we're a little late because we had some in-house stuff to clean up.
I'm excited. We've got a new crew as part of our Amp Media Futures Foundation. New crew started pretty much this week, so a lot of new things to get going. My chair?
No, foundation?
Foundation. Amp Media Futures Foundation, our foundation. New crew, new interns, new producers, a lot of great things, and I'm trying to be more present with our new crew because I feel like sometimes one of our producers told me last week, you have to be a self-motivator to work in here, and I felt really badly about that. So I'm really trying to be more present and to engage them and at least do some sort of onboarding in the beginning and get them comfortable with what we're doing.
You have to be self-motivating?
Yes.
So people work when they're not motivated?
They're motivated, but I feel like sometimes we're so busy that we throw them right in and we barely say hello and you're here. So I feel like I want to teach them more, get them more mentorship and more involved. You know,
today
like
they were involved. Today
exactly.
They were taking things apart, putting them back together.
Exactly what we've been doing.
And they got time on the 15 minutes they had to do it. They
really?
did.
Were they able to go live with it?
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
You see, Dawn, you don't see everything that happens.
I know. I don't do the technical stuff. I do the other stuff.
No, you do the complaining stuff, but it takes a village.
It takes a huge village.
To do all this, and they had to do it under 15 minutes, and we took the one that knew the least, and Jay taught them one by one. I think Anthony's next. He's going to be shown by G-Man how to put it together.
Nice.
And they have 15 minutes to do it.
Very nice.
And it has to work.
Well, the key is it has to work. When Heather said they're 95% good, I'm thinking, does that 5% mean we're not live? So I was just wondering what that other 5% was.
There was one wire missing. There's still one part of the equation that I need to learn.
Okay.
Which
we can do it.
You know how?
And you're doing all of this because tomorrow, in your infinite wisdom, you decided to have 2 live shoots at the same time.
That's nothing. Wait till next week when we have 3.
Exactly, Helen. So that is why. It's because of Helen, by the way.
Maybe the week after that we may have 4.
It's because Helen told us we need to get out more.
Well, Helen, I'm going from here to Miami, up north, and then out west to Immokalee. I may have 4 productions going on at the same time. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 from studio. That's 4.
And there you have it. So happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to the midday show. It is a rainy day. I think it's supposed to rain until the weekend.
Well, we need to fill the reservoir.
Yes. What reservoir? Do you know what's snowing in Houston? It has not snowed in Houston
snowing in Tallahassee.
In 60 years. We've had flurry.
No, we are in a state of emergency. Did you hear this?
No.
Ron DeSantis declared Florida a state of emergency at 6 o'clock this morning. Gio calls me. That means he could bring in the National Guard and everything else. Because who the hell knows how to drive in snow in Tallahassee?
You know, the amazing thing is every time we're a national emergency state, they kick your taxes due down the line in Florida. So because of the hurricanes, you didn't have to pay when the extension came. You got until May. And then this BOI thing got extended because it's in court. And now 2024 taxes have been extended, and now apparently 2025 taxes will probably be extended because of the devastation. California may never pay tax again.
Ever.
Because they don't have houses anymore, and there's no way you could file taxes without a home. So it's just a mess.
But
executive order, no more taxes.
Well, listen,
they won't listen to me, but they'll listen to the president.
He can make things disappear in a minute. For those of you living in Tallahassee, do not drive in the stuff white. It does slip.
Is it really, really snowing, or is it just flurries?
Supposed to snow 5 inches.
They said that about Houston. That's unbelievable.
Houston's already getting walloped. I saw it this morning.
That's incredible.
They have trucks in Houston that they haven't used in 10 years. They had to get the rust out. They had to clean them up to get the salt spreaders and all that out there.
I mean, I saw Philly was under snow during the Eagles game on Sunday. It started with flurries. Next thing I know, there was a blanket of snow. So I don't know. The weather's just crazy
Well,
here.
the weather changes, but this one predicted all the changes.
Yes, she did.
She told us that it was coming. Prepare, prepare, and prepare. But that Florida is under a state of emergency. That is hilarious. For snow, because it's snowing up in Tallahassee.
How far down does it go?
It's going to go across Orlando, and I don't know. I know that JoJo's not going to get snow, so it's got to be north of Melbourne.
It said it was like 40 degrees in Orlando this morning.
That's nothing. If
I know.
it's 20 degrees
I think it's 17 in D.C. It's just crazy what's going on with the weather. There's nothing you can
It's
do.
-5 in Nebraska.
Who wants to go to Nebraska?
I'm sorry. I got a lot of
in
friends in
Nebraska,
Nebraska.
sorry.
I apologize.
Sorry, or like Minnesota. Can you imagine living in a place where it just snows and it's that cold all the time?
Our political correspondent is in the studio. Grab that mic. So let me ask, can I ask you a question? What is the name of the governor of Minnesota?
Oh, I have no clue.
Felder? It's the guy that wears
The guy with the hoodies?
the hoodie and the
Helen will know.
shorts.
Do you know?
Pennsylvania?
Thank
So
you,
got it
Jay.
wrong.
Thank you, Jay. How do you know that?
She knows everything.
That guy
no
went
clue.
to the inaugural with his hoodie and shorts. And they say, couldn't you at least dress up for the occasion? He says, what are you talking about? My shorts and you. In shorts.
You know, it's interesting. We were talking about the outfits. I was talking to Helen, who we talked this morning about Melania's outfit. And beautiful woman, beautiful tailored, sleek suit. The hat, though, couldn't see her beautiful face, is all I can say.
She didn't want you to see the face.
That was exactly
Was
the
that a
point.
mission? Was that a statement that she was making, Anthony?
Definitely. She already said she's not going to be living in the White House. She wants no part of this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She doesn't want any part of
What do you
this.
mean she's not going to live in the White House?
She said she doesn't like politics, and she's probably going to end up staying in either
In Florida.
Yeah, probably in Florida.
I saw that he was dancing with her, and he kept trying to put his face next to hers, and she kept moving it away. I don't think it's politics. I don't think she likes the man too much.
Well, there's some rumors he doesn't smell good. We'll see.
He doesn't smell good?
No. There's rumors. I've never smelt him, but there's rumors he doesn't smell good.
He doesn't smell good. He's the president. Of course he smells presidential.
He smells presidential. I heard she was thinking about splitting her time between there and here. All right, so she'll be here in Palm Beach.
Why? She's the first lady.
She doesn't like politics. Remember when she was decorating for Christmas and she said, who cares about Christmas? She didn't want to decorate
Wow.
the White House.
Wow.
She doesn't celebrate Christmas? She is?
She's Jewish? Oh, I did not know that.
Wow, I did not know
Are
that
you
either.
serious? Are you serious?
You have a mic? Grab your mic. Yeah. Melania is Jewish?
I did not know that.
Did you know that, Helen?
His daughter is, and you're Jewish from your mother's side. Trump isn't Jewish, but his wife is, and that makes the daughter Jewish.
Helen, did you know that? You
Yeah,
know
but
that?
Ivanka
Ivanka's husband
is not Melania's daughter. Her husband's Jewish.
The
Jared
husband
Kushner-
doesn't make the kids Jewish. The mom does.
Right, Jared Kushner is Jewish. So Ivanka is not Jewish by
You learn something new every day.
Jared Kushner is the father? The actor?
No, not the actor.
Anyway, the funny thing
What?
is that when I need to explain to people why you carry your mother's religion in Judaism, like it makes perfect sense because you know who you're biologically speaking back in the day. You know who your biological mother is. And according to the morning show, you may not know who your father always is biologically, but you always know who your mother is.
I disagree with that 127%.
I know you do,
It's
but that
the law.
was
It's, you don't get an opinion. It's just the way it works.
I do get an opinion. The bottom line is, I think that it should be the male should decide who, because don't we carry the X and Y? Isn't that the situation? Don't we determine
yes,
whether
but
it's
you,
a girl or a guy?
but you don't know if
Huh?
honestly you are the father of the
No,
child.
you don't know. I would know.
How would you know?
Why? Superman.
What
I
if
know.
the child came out looking like a banana and you don't look like a banana?
Or maybe I was eating a banana. I don't
Would
know.
you think the child was
Why
yours?
would my child come out looking like a banana?
Because it's not your child.
Right, and then it would be Anthony's child.
Then it would be my child that looks like a banana, but not yours.
No, but it'd be Anthony's child. It doesn't matter who's the father. It matters
course
if
it
there is a
matters.
father.
If
It
you're
matters.
Jewish, it only matters who the mom is.
Yeah.
Right,
Unless
but
you
I don't
talk
think that's
tradition-wise,
fair.
Traditions, you go by the father.
Forget about traditions. Haven't you learned anything yesterday? Traditions out the window.
True.
That's
Right?
one
Yes, that's true.
Welcome to the world of Freddie. This is the mind of Freddie.
I am in the new world order. Anthony, you're our political correspondent. New world order, yeah?
Basically.
So it doesn't mean that it's right, wrong, or indifferent. It just means it is.
Definitely
Gulf of America.
Gulf of America. Yes.
Greenland. I heard they're buying it next week for
Not buying.
$22.7 million.
That's
He
not
said that
too
he wants
bad.
to use military. He can't promise he won't use military force to take over Greenland.
That's Panama. Not
If you
No,
had
that was
22
Greenland.
million, would you buy a country?
how much?
22 million. That's not that much for
What
a country.
country am I going to buy for 22
You just
million?
said Greenland.
No, it's billion.
Oh, that would make more sense. That's not what he said, though. Thank you.
Maybe
That's not
100
what you said.
billion. Well, you guys have to listen.
Again, why we need to
Again,
fund
this is
back
why
Freddie.
women.
Buying is a country.
That's why you shouldn't let the mother decide who's the whatever.
Tan, this is why you're Freddie's fact checker.
Countries shouldn't be bought or sold, in my opinion.
That is true. That
Be
is true.
found. And
Should be discovered.
Discuss.
we
Yeah,
say-
that's the better.
Well, you just woke up after a 4-year coma.
well,
You didn't
okay.
realize who the
That
president
was.
was.
That was one scenario. I didn't know Biden was president. I just.
She lost the last 4 years of her life.
Me out, okay? I try to keep up as much as I can.
It's been
but there's
4
only so
years.
much I can retain.
That's over 1,400 days.
Pick up your mic, please.
Yes, sir.
Mod Squad.
1,400 days. Did you know the president of the United States was Biden?
Of course I did.
Well, now
Obviously
it's Trump, so you're wrong now.
Who's the governor of
Touche.
Florida?
Thank
Who's
you.
the vice
DeSantis.
president? Wait a minute.
But
Nobody
I'm,
help her.
I'm Republican, so I know DeSantis.
Yeah.
No, who's the vice president? It isn't DeSantis.
Who's the vice president?
Yes.
I don't know.
What?
Who cares about him?
J.D. Vance.
Isn't the
It's
vice
J.D.
president
Vance.
just like an understudy
Yeah.
for the president?
Did you vote?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. I was going to,
Oh.
but then I
She
had
would've.
class, and then
Girl, they had it for like weeks.
yeah, but my class was late, and I commute. My school's like 40 minutes from where I live, so by the time I got home, the box polls, whatever, it was closed.
What about the morning?
My opinion is if you don't vote, you cannot talk about politics or the state of this country because
You had a chance to.
you had a
didn't.
chance to put your opinion into the government and you didn't take it, so you
Yeah,
cannot
but
complain.
either
about
way,
anything.
it turned out how I wanted. So
Win-win.
You're good.
yeah, exactly.
Got it.
He's
I'm good to go.
hilarious.
Me too.
All right, you ready to get into today's show?
Yes.
A whole lot of political controversy, but it's all on the planets and the stars and the alignment of what it is.
She announced it though. She said it was going to be a close race. I remember you telling me that, and it was. It wasn't a landslide.
So before we get into it, let's roll it. We've got Helen Archer joining us today of Cosmic Astrology Society on a rainy Tuesday. Let's see what the planets have in store for us, see what predictions Helen has made, and let's roll it. And there you have it. All right. Helen seems to predict storms, earthquakes, fires, even the election, she told us, based on their rising sign. So here she is. Let's find out what she's got to say. Helen Archer joining us of the Cosmic Astrology Society. Helen, share what's happening.
Well, happy birthday to all the Aquarians out there. The sun has entered Aquarius and is now conjoined with Pluto. As I mentioned, hasn't been in Aquarius for 248 years. So all kinds of new things are possible, all kinds of optimism. The vision for the future is becoming present, and people are more open to futuristic ideas, visions, and as I was saying, getting off the planet.
Getting off the planet. So it's time now to explore space. All right, so rocket ship goes up. Some of it comes down, some of it explodes. What's happening with our space odyssey?
We're not quite ready. This is just like the precursor to us actually getting somewhere with it. We're going to have to wait until Saturn and Neptune go into Aries, and Uranus goes into Gemini before we're full force ahead in the space program. So now it's just, trial and error. We're learning, we're adjusting, and we're transforming the whole idea of going into space.
But wait a minute, what exploded?
I think it's a diversion, Helen. I think we actually know more than we're letting on to, more than we're letting people know we know. I think there's a whole secret group of people that know exactly how to go, where to go, how to get to where they need to get to. They know what life forms are where, they know what water is where. And this is just like a diversion to keep us like we don't know. I don't know why I think that. I don't normally have these conspiracy theories, but I think we've come so far that we know.
What exploded? What exploded?
Challenger.
That was back when?
No, last week.
Last week, I think the rocket went up and then exploded. I
No,
heard
that
something,
was
but I didn't see it.
Bezos. That was his first attempt.
But it exploded.
And Musk was like,
but it
dummy, nice try.
but it exploded. So I'm
Because he
thinking.
doesn't know what he's doing.
But I'm thinking there are people that know what they're doing. We're just not letting on to the fact that we know what we're doing.
Grumman sent up 2 people up there last year, and they're still there.
Still there.
And Grumman, that whole program stinks.
But I think once we have disclosure, the aliens are going to be like, you want to hitch a ride back? I'll get you back there. All you got to do is ask. Just saying.
I don't know if the world is ready for full disclosure, and I think that's why things are, not told, and also for security reasons. Why give information to people who would be our adversaries in outer space?
Exactly what I'm thinking.
Well, if you watched the football game last night, the college game, Ohio State and Notre Dame, they had the 4 flags, and the last flag was the space program, the military flags. It was, Navy, Air Force, Army, Marines, and then they had
The 5th flag.
the 5th one, which was
The Space Force.
Space Force. Did you see that?
No.
So I'm sitting there, I'm going, they got a flag, a military division called Space Force.
Yes.
That was the
They've
first
had
time I
it-
ever heard that.
Russ wears it all the time.
But I didn't know it was a thing.
It was a thing since the first Trump administration. He started it, but also last night, if you were watching the inauguration and some of the activities, they had the commander-in-chief ball, and they had all the armed forces divisions there, including the Space Force.
Amazing. So this is a real deal.
This is a real division.
So now that we're into this official age of Aquarius, that we haven't been in over 200 years, positivity, creativity, all different things that we can think about.
Freedom from oppression, equality for everyone.
So you think a lot of we had hopefully some peace treaty now between Israel and Hamas. So hopefully we're going to have some peace and some more freedom there on what that looks like.
We have Mars still going retrograde in Cancer, so it's going to move forward pretty soon, and in February, early February, and then I think things could be more solidified. But we still have that Uranus and Taurus for another few months, 6, 7 months, till like the late summer, early fall, before it goes into Gemini. Taurus rules Israel because they were incorporated in May. And I don't think things will be fully settled there until Uranus moves into the next sign. But we're making progress.
Well, they're saying, 45 days is what they're talking about, 6 weeks, which kind of takes us into almost March?
Yes, and that's going to be an eclipse.
Yeah, but that's just a ceasefire. I don't see this ceasefire holding up. I just don't.
What do you think?
I don't know. Once Mercury goes retrograde
We
pretty
just came
soon.
out of retrograde, no?
Hmm?
We're going again in retrograde? We just got out of it.
We were in retrograde in November till the middle of December. So retrograde is every 3 months. So December, January, February, middle of March. So the retrograde will probably coincide with the eclipses.
There's just too many human factors, and everybody's betting on something so they can get something back. And yesterday Trump passed a couple of sanctions that were in play to protect certain areas, and that's been lifted as well. The $1,000 bombs, that's been lifted. Everything's in play again. And when you give people that kind of freedom, bad things are going to happen. But we'll see. I think they released 3
On Sunday.
On Sunday?
I don't understand why they only release. There's so many questions I have.
I don't. That's
Yeah,
right.
but don't you think we should speed the process up and let everyone?
They gotta find them. Well, you gotta find them because different people have different people. So let's
They
say
know
you
where they
have-
are.
They know where they are, but let's say you have 5, you want something. She has 5, you want something. This isn't checkers, guys. This is really, really.
It's
complicated.
chess, and this has been going on for a very,
Long
You're right.
very, very long time. And the ceasefire being over will not mean anything to Palestinians. And I'm actually Israeli. My grandmother was born in Tel Aviv. I'm Israeli. A majority of people in Israel do not like the president of
Netanyahu.
Israel. Yes.
They don't.
No.
But the problem is they should have thought of that before this guy went down the slippery slope that he's doing. You know, there's so much to unravel that sometimes the cure is even more difficult to do than the outcome. And that's the total mess we got going on here. And then you got Iraq.
Yeah, but
you
it's a
got all
mess,
these
but
other
it's people's
countries.
lives. That's the mess. That's the thing. This isn't checkers. This is a game of chess with people's lives. No matter what side you're on, you're playing a game with people's lives.
We forgot what
Exactly.
we forgot what World War II and World War I were like. We've forgotten. We haven't remembered. We don't remember. We don't learn a lesson. We don't learn a lesson until millions and millions of people die over stupidity. And that's the problem that I have with this whole thing. You don't learn. If you don't learn, you're going to repeat. Ask Napoleon. He'll tell you, attack Russia during the winter again. You don't learn. If you don't learn, you're going to make the same stupid mistakes. And I think that's what's going on right now. So I don't see anything.
Possible for anything like those wars to happen again. Before we didn't have a state, now we do.
So the Arab nations are ruled by Sagittarius.
Right.
And we have Jupiter in Gemini opposing. So I feel that the Jupiter in Gemini cycle opposing is going to be a cycle of partnership and treaties and cooperation between the Arab nations and hopefully Israel. And it'll be like with Pluto in Aquarius, a new dawn. So Jupiter in Gemini and Aquarius are positively connected. They're air signs. So treaties and negotiations and cooperation and commitment is possible over the next 6 months.
That would be amazing. Wouldn't that be nice?
We'll see. Time will tell.
I'm going to go with Helen because Helen, she's pretty much spot on. So we've got having an eclipse in March. I have a wedding to go to in March, and I told the parents, I'm like, well, my astrologer said, and people look at me and they say, you listen to what she says? I said, I listen to everything she says. So have your backup plans in place or not.
Why? We're going to have bad weather in March?
She says we're going to have an eclipse. So
We're
instead
going to
of
have
the
an
hurricanes,
So what does that
so
mean?
we're
we'll
gonna have a
have
blizzard,
we'll
she
have
said.
winter storms.
Where are you going to the wedding?
New York. Exactly. In the middle of March. I know. I know.
So
But
move the wedding to Florida.
it's not my wedding. It's not my plans. I'm just going as a guest.
Well, I think it'll be okay. I mean, you know, you'll have Mars going forward in Cancer, so that's good. But you know, because of the eclipses, you just never know when a storm could arise, and it could be rain, could be snow.
Is it ever going to snow in Boca?
I hope not. I can't handle this 58 degrees, I'll tell you.
It's bad, right? Cold, and then it's raining, so it feels like it's like 50, 40. It's cold.
What about businesses? New businesses. I keep saying things are going out of business, but yet new businesses are popping up.
Yeah, we have Mercury in Capricorn. We just exited the sign Capricorn, but Mercury is still in Capricorn. Venus is in Pisces with Saturn, and Mars in Cancer. So today the moon is in Scorpio. So for the next couple days we have a water trine, which is good emotionally and is good for business, for negotiations, and for financial success. It's also good for relationships because the water signs are the signs of emotion, of closeness, of family, of love, and happiness. So people can find it. Now, as far as Aquarius is concerned, if you want to find happiness, you're going to have to make a commitment. You're going to have to devote more time to a relationship, and you're going to have to decide what's more important, your outside goals, your visions, your creative endeavors, or your relationships. So you need to find a balance. If it's the right relationship, you won't feel suffocated. You'll feel free.
And if it's the wrong relationship,
That's G-Man.
Then
is
you-
it called a G eclipse?
if it's the wrong relationship with Uranus and Taurus, which is negative to Aquarius and has been for 5 years, it's a real struggle within themselves to make that commitment. Now, with Pluto in Aquarius, the thing to remember is you need to change your lifestyle, you need to change your image to go along with the flow of what's happening in the socio-economic realm. If you look scruffy, get glamorous. You want to be able to reach all kinds of people. You want to go do and be involved with all kinds of people. So you're going to have to enlarge your scope of friends and your social life away from just your own little ego drives and ambitions and visions for utopia for humanity.
That's
G
for
Man, did you hear
Aquarius.
this? Where's your hat?
I replaced it with my hair.
But that's what Sally said yesterday. You've got a whole new image.
You were looking good
Yes,
yesterday.
you're looking good.
Thank you, thank you.
Let
was
go of that
outside.
scruffy self. That's the thing. Glamour is in.
But she says that your future will be much better if you meet more people and you clean it up like you did yesterday. You brought in people from the outside. I'm thinking of dressing you up and just having you stand outside. You brought in talent yesterday. You brought in a client.
So my Pisces over here has been very sensitive lately.
I'm going to tell you.
Just
I've
like
been
you
crying.
said.
They make me cry. That one over there, watch, I put a fence around it. Make you cry in here.
That's because you have over emotions. Your emotions are very strong right now. We've got that Saturn and Venus in Pisces, so you need to go back to some of the people from the past, and you need to get rid of that worrisome self. There's no disaster. Everything is going to work out fine. You have to have a positive attitude and accept emotions. You know, emotions can be turned to the good.
That's it. That's why I'm a mess, because I'm everything around me, I look at everything negatively.
Well, you nitpick, and if you're going
I
to
nitpick.
if you're going to nitpick details,
Wow.
you're going to find negativity.
Nitpick.
So you correct it.
I
You're
try. But then they
creatively-
call it nitpicking.
You're creative, and you can correct it.
I try.
With Venus in your sign, even in spite of the Saturn, you can overcome the anxiety, and you can get support and love and encouragement from others.
I just want it to work. Straight. That's all I want. And when it doesn't work straight, like today, they took matters into their own hands and they finally fixed something that has been really bothering me for a long time. Now they all know it. They're teaching one another. It's all straight. I'm cool. I'm very relaxed now. Until the next thing.
Well, you got a good couple days, and then you can worry some more.
Actually, I had one day. It had to be done today, and it does, and it will. And then I have to have movable parts. Like I may have to move him here, him over there. It all depends.
Nitpicking.
Because now, you know what it is? I got to tell you. Since you told me go, I go. I went and I traveled to the other side. I'm opening up things over there, opening up things over
You
here.
mean the other side of Florida?
But the other side of Florida. But in here, I need hands. I need brains. I need
Creativity.
them to do whatever, so that all the when the circus comes to town, all the animals are jumping all over the place, right? You need lion tamers. So all I asked them this morning, we had a meeting, is if they meet me halfway and do all of this, everybody at the end is going to be happy. But that's because of you.
Is it?
Yeah, because when you told me to shut it down, I didn't do this. True?
So now you have the sun in Aquarius, so now you got a double Venus aspect. Venus is in your sun sign, Pisces, and then you have Venus in Aquarius. So now the sun is in Aquarius with Pluto. So you have a double Venus emphasis. So now is your time to meet people. Women are very helpful, and you can get things organized and get things going to your satisfaction.
It's amazing you said that. I think 8 females have come to the studio in the last 3 days. All females. All
so
female.
so it's a great element.
Yeah, but again, you know me, I wait to see if both one shoe falls and all
That's
that.
the
but
negativity in you.
it's not the negative. I got to be conscious of it because if it happens, I got to have a plan B. I got to have a plan B. You know, if Anthony is doing a production and something happens, he gets a flat tire, he can't get there, then I got to have plan B,
Right.
plan C, plan D.
But you can rely on your experience and the past things that you've done to help you have everything settled and have a plan A and a plan B. You've learned
Yes,
to have a backup.
it's true. But I waited till you gave me the green light because this one said no. Helen said, okay.
I'm still waiting for a day for our next fundraiser. Helen's going
I
to let me
brought
know.
my book and I'm going to look it up. You have to give me more direction as to when you want to have it, around what time you want to have it. Like I said, after February 4th, when the planets go forward, is when to do it.
I'm just wondering if February is too soon.
February might be too soon. March, we have the eclipses. So
April, May.
She told
we
me
already
May
have
1st or
something
2nd.
scheduled for May.
2nd.
See, that's the
So
one I would concentrate
if
on.
April is a good time, I have to look up the planets for April.
Well, Swami, let me ask you a question. What if we do venues in different places to carry what we're trying to accomplish on May 2nd? So tomorrow we have this gig, right? I get Anthony, I dress him all up, and he goes in there and he says, welcome to the production brought to you by the foundation. And Anthony and some of the crew, they talk to everybody that's in there, and we go and we meet all the stores. So all of a sudden, we're expanding what we want to do in May, but we're doing it at all the other studios.
Now is the time to do it.
I kind of like that.
What are we doing in May?
So
Another
another
fundraiser.
foundation,
Oh, okay.
the big thing like we did the other time. I kind of like that idea because it spreads the love all over the place,
And you meet more people.
and we meet more people.
And that's the name of the game right now. With Jupiter in Gemini and the Sun and Pluto in Aquarius, those are air signs. And also for Libra, that's an air sign. We want to get out, we want to socialize, we want to entertain, we want to meet people, we want to get deals going.
I love this. Why don't we go to North Miami next after tomorrow? And let's do a fundraiser type of atmosphere, and let's throw a party in North Miami. The kids will do their thing. They'll do production, they'll do interviews, they'll do podcasting, they'll do B-roll, the whole nine. And then we try to raise awareness and funds at this party down in North Miami. Let's bring in Miami. And then we go to the next one. We go to Immokalee. We'll go out to Melbourne. That's another studio with JoJo. Now I got the big vehicle, that van. See, she can't wrap her hands
I
around
can't wrap
it.
my head around it, Freddie. I'm trying.
We just gotta go.
We're going to go. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back,
She's gonna faint.
more with Helen Archer of the Cosmic Astrology Society. Let us know what your sign is. And Helen's also available for private readings. You can find her on TikTok still and Facebook at Cosmic Astrology Society. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV for behind the scenes, maybe exclusive content. Also like and subscribe to Ant Media Productions. Follow all the shows that we produce right here in the studio. More to come. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment,
think it
culture,
works in
and
North
community,
Miami.
all served up with a
We'll see how it
side
works
of
in other
Brooklyn
places.
flair.
North
It's the South
Miami
Florida
is
show that everyone's talking
A
about.
tight space. People can't get
Amp
there.
Media
There's no
Productions
parking.
is
There's
proud
no
to
draw
announce a
in there.
collaboration with ABC WPBF, producing high-quality commercials for clients in Palm Beach
Now,
County.
the other place, if you say
This partnership will leverage Amp
where
Media's
you go
creative
tomorrow night, if you
expertise
want
and
to
video
do
production capabilities,
percentage of
with
whatever's raised
ABC's
and go back to the
extensive reach and
foundation,
community
that would be
connections to
amazing.
deliver top-notch advertising solutions. Contact Amp Media Productions today to amplify your impact in business on ABC WPBF.
G-Man, we have elements. Yeah, we have elements.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind,
you need reliable
Ask Michael
fire
if we have
protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Breaking news, aliens have finally made contact with.
Welcome to the AMP Media Studios here in beautiful downtown Boca Raton.
In conjunction with True Oldies Radio South Florida, AMP Media Productions is here to help amplify your impact in business and to bring greater awareness to our community. Give us a call, 866-224-5422. We'll see you soon at the cafe.
And like I always say, come on down and visit us and don't be late.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
Are you turning 65 this year or retiring and leaving employer coverage? It's your time to navigate the Medicare enrollment process. You have guaranteed issue in this time period. There is no medical underwriting. Everyone has unique needs within the standard steps of the enrollment process. The Marvelisms Medicare can walk you through the best options for your needs. For more information, call Claire Goyette at 561-703-7463 or absolutebestins.com/Claire-Goyette.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Doesn't say. March 29th is the solar.
All right, so we have somebody wrote in asking for some info.
Yep, so Tracy wrote in. She said she's listening. She was wondering, she would like some good news for Virgo.
So Virgo, Venus is in Pisces in your partnership house. So now is a good time to do a partnership deal. It's good for legal matters. It's good for work-related matters. And the thing is, as I said, the north node of the moon went into Pisces recently. The south node of the moon is in Virgo. So now is your time to work at a higher level. Your karma, your negative karma is over, and now you should have the benefits of all the good works that you have done over the past 2 years.
So all the negative stuff is out?
The negative stuff is out because you're working at a higher level now. And Venus is positive for popularity. It's also a good time to do a makeover, change your wardrobe, change your look. I noticed you changed your picture on Facebook, which now looks great. And yeah, go for it. But, you know, you've got the moon in Scorpio today and tomorrow. That's trine Mars. But I want to give you some pivotal dates of when things will actually start moving ahead. So as far as communications, doing mailings, doing promos, getting connected to groups and things. Jupiter will be going direct on February 4th, so that is a time to start new ventures, and those ventures that were started last May can now start moving ahead because this is the final phase of Jupiter until June, so you need to go for it and get things going on. Mars is going backwards until February 24th. So while you may get things going now, the actual activities, the actual progress, the actual movement forward, and as we were discussing as far as applying for jobs, apply for jobs now and expect progress after the 24th of February.
Is that for everyone or just Virgo?
That's in general.
Okay.
The Virgo forecast was the nodes and the Venus in Pisces, but you're dealing with other people, so in the social world and in the business world, the general forecast is what you're going to have to go with to get progress or to wait to make changes. The other thing is now, the new moon in Aquarius is on January 29th. Mercury will also be going into Aquarius, so you're going to have 3 planets in Aquarius, so that's a great time to finalize your group activities, to get out there, to make arrangements, and it's a very good day if you want to have any kind of activity.
So a group activity, so if you have more than 2, that's...
I think that's next Wednesday.
Isn't that your sign?
What, Aquarius?
Yeah.
No, Capricorn.
Oh.
Capricorn, so he has Mercury in Capricorn. So he's getting a new look, he's getting a new image, and he's also doing new business, and hopefully is doing some real estate. As I told you before, you need to get on the real estate bandwagon. So the 29th is, yes, next Wednesday. It's also the Lunar New Year, the year of the snake.
It's your year. We once did a show, Helen, and people were saying, "What's your spirit animal?" I don't remember who it was. They said to Freddie, "Your spirit animal is a snake."
They accused me
Do you
of being
remember
a
that?
snake, yes.
And he
You
went-
have to look at the Oriental astrology to see what animal goes with what years.
Oh no, it had nothing to do with that. They just told him his spirit animal happened to be a snake.
Well, if
They
that's the
told me I
case,
was a
then this
snake.
is your year.
They told me I was a snake. It's really what it came down
It's
to.
your year, Freddie.
I can tell you, there's a lot of snakes in here, too. Not for nothing.
No snakes in here. All right, what about Aries?
So Aries is doing well. We've now got the planets in Aquarius. So your ideas are coming more into focus. Your energies are better. And you're learning to deal with more people. And so you're going to have a lot more activity. But your time will come when Saturn and Neptune go into Aries in April. And then you'll really come into your own.
Are there 2 types of Aries?
There's 2 types of every sign.
There is there's this Aries and then there's another Aries. Is there another Aries? Because I'm going to tell you something. What you just described ain't this Aries.
It is. Look how focused I've become.
Oh, no. What's the other Aries like? Is it the opposite?
Aries is the sign of the pioneer. Aries is ruled by Mars, which is an extroverted sign. It's an important sign. It's a sign of a leader. It's a sign of the soldier. And it's a sign of the creative genius. The thing with Aries is they create the ideas, they create the concept, but they don't follow through. They'll start one topic and then another project and then another project, and nothing gets finished
That's the Aries I
unless
know.
somebody helps them finish them.
That's the
So,
Aries I know.
It's like,
Bingo.
Anthony, here's this letter. Can you bring this to fruition to send it through? And then we need something else.
No,
and then I
it's-
go, Chloe, can
no.
you help do this to add to what Anthony needs?
No, it's like more.
It's the delegation.
No, it's like more. I started this and then I can't find the number. That's what it is, because she didn't finish.
That happened the other day.
What sign are you?
Gemini.
So Gemini is now in the lucky Jupiter cycle. This is a once in 12-year cycle that started last May. So Gemini should be expanding. Gemini should be more optimistic. Gemini can get married and have a family or additions to the family. It's a good time to connect with your relatives, your sisters, your brothers, your other relatives. It's a good time to do civic and community work. and go and contact your friends and people from the past. Talk to people, communicate, travel, do things, expand your environment, and you'll find new opportunities happening. The only thing is, when Jupiter goes into your sign, you have to watch your weight. You either gain weight or lose weight, so you need to adjust your diet or whatever else you need to improve your health. Huh?
When is that?
What?
When's Jupiter doing that?
Jupiter's been doing that since May.
Wait, for everyone?
For Geminis.
Is it grab your mic. Is it messing with your weight?
That's what she's saying. It's messing with her weight.
Yeah,
You
it
knew
is.
It started in May?
Anthony, you're a Gemini?
No, I'm a Capricorn.
June,
I just
okay.
was scared that was for
And your birthday is?
June 1st.
So it contacted your sun at that point. It went in May, and then June 1st, it was on your sun sign. So yeah, you have to deal with it, but you'll improve your diet. And then once that Jupiter leaves Gemini, which will be about June 9th, I think, then that problem will automatically go away. Unless,
Okay,
of course,
good.
you didn't follow a healthy
Well,
diet.
why don't you have a cookie now that you know what's going on?
So basically, you said I'm gonna get married soon.
You could get married.
you
If you
planning
did
on
get
getting
married, you
married?
would be
No,
happy.
I'm only 20, but not
And
yet.
she says you can't.
Are you dating anyone?
Yeah.
Oh, you are. Would you
Yeah.
want to marry them?
Yeah.
Don't
All
get
right,
married
so
yet.
between
So I
now and
could.
June would be a
I
good
could.
time.
Take it
In
easy.
June.
Worry about
June would be a
worry
good
about your
time.
diet.
Yes,
Don't
and
worry
you have
about
to
the
now
marriage.
you have to worry that you don't get pregnant because Jupiter
Right.
makes you
Okay.
fertile.
Okay, I got it.
Unless you want to, of
I got a
course.
migraine.
Only 20.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
What's
so much for
Tan's
that.
sign?
Tan, when's your birthday?
10?
I don't know. They don't hear us.
They should hear us. They have ears
I mean, they're
on.
not answering us, I should say. All right. And what else? Globally, what do you think?
Globally, what do I think?
Things are gonna.
Well,
maybe
she
get
said
some
it's going to
peace?
be good time.
It's going to be that Pluto in Aquarius, it's a new age, freedom. Freedom from oppression. So if you think about Pluto, 248 years ago, we fought the American Revolutionary War for our freedom. And we got our freedom and created one of the greatest nations. So this is what's in line for all the nations. Over the next 14 years, you should see a lot of people getting rid of dictators. It already started in Syria. And also, the dictators are coming more in line and being more open and more concerned about the welfare of their people than they have been in the past. And we're also going to get rid of that plutocracy. The rich people are no longer going to control everything, unless their goals, of course, are to benefit humanity.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right.
Very interesting.
So you can follow Helen at Cosmic Astrology Society. Is your winter forecast out?
No.
Pretty much soon it's going to be your spring forecast, but just keep following her. She'll give
Tracy
you all the information.
Tracy said you're spot on.
You're spot on. All right, tell me about Taurus.
Taurus is having a wonderful time right now. Taurus has Uranus in Taurus, so you've got to get out of your rut. That's all that's to it. You can't keep doing the same thing you've been doing. I know you don't like change. Sometimes you can't get out of the house. Your house is your castle. You're practical. You're financially astute. You're the sign of the treasurer. You're the sign of the stock market. So get investing. And as far as your relationships, they may not be that settled right now, but Uranus is going to exit your sign after 7 years of leaving you unsettled. So things should improve after June.
Okay. That's a good thing.
Why did you ask for Taurus?
Because I know someone who's a Taurus that would like that
I would
information.
like to know who.
I will tell you off air.
Ah,
How's that sound?
a very inquisitive
Thank
mind.
you very much.
My pleasure.
As always, Helen Archer, sound advice. Follow the planets. You can find her at Cosmic Astrology Society on Facebook as well as TikTok. And here every Tuesday afternoon on our 1 o'clock hour. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Anthony's got some things to talk about this day in history, and we'll see what else rolls on out. More to come. We'll be right back.
All right, so when approximately do you want to have it?
Ant Media Futures Foundation is a non-for-profit organization dedicated to providing college students with immersive opportunities in media production, marketing, business skills, and communication.
Interns will learn professional workflow skills in editing, video and radio broadcasting, public relations, digital media, graphic curriculum, and access to equipment to make a positive impact.
Amp Media Productions is a full-service production house with a variety of shows ranging from the Brooklyn Cafe show.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a very busy Wednesday.
Sarah
Open your heart
Spiritual.
Right here on the Oldies Station. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
Call me Zena.
By example, and that's what I try to do all the time, to teach by example.
You know, Artist Loft.
Using that term more. Yeah, lofties, yeah.
And Gypsy Soul.
They love music. It's like their favorite thing to go to.
I teach like preschool up to 12th grade.
Yeah, nice.
You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Amp Media Productions. Please like and subscribe to all of our shows.
I want to be a first class champagne, please.
Giant comfort.
That's good. We offer opportunities to excel in the field of TV film production, social media management, video editing, set design, graphic design, sound engineering, journalism, and many more useful tools to help you land a career in the media business.
To volunteer or be a part of our team, or to make a donation of any size, please visit us at ampfutures.org. Help us to empower college students to create a positive impact with immersive hands-on experiences in media production. Help us amplify the future.
Meet Jay Harmon, one of the many artists held in the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery. Jay specializes in various different art styles, but his medium to work with is colored pencils. His unique style comes from being self-taught and years of practice. Jay pulls his inspiration from many outlets like people, television, celebrities, and many more. With multiple original pieces, Jay's art graces the gallery with over 40 plus works for viewing and for purchase. His many years of being an artist has given him a chance to partner with the Derwent brand, giving him the opportunity to try many different work styles and further his craft. Feel free to come down and visit the studio to view his work, or if you're interested in your own Jay Harmon original, he's open to commissions on his website, coloredpencilartist.com, or catch his show, The Colored Pencil Artist, on Amp Media Productions on YouTube and Facebook. See you soon.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Your True Oldies Listener's Guide. Listening in the Palm Beaches? That's 95.9 FM. On the Treasure Coast? You want 106.9 FM. In Boca? It's 95.3 FM. We've got Fort Lauderdale and Broward County covered with 96.9 FM. And you can always hear us anywhere at TrueOldiesFLA.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
My squad in the house. And we're back.
Always good. She gives me the yin and the yang
Who's
updates.
the Taurus?
I'm not going to tell. I would have told you off air, but I'm not going to tell you now. But you'll know. You'll figure it out. All right. So Anthony says he got a lot to talk about. So Anthony is our political correspondent.
Yes.
See what Anthony Mallorca and
Maybe
see what
we
he's
should
got
put a
sharing.
disclaimer.
I'll say my own disclaimer.
right, so
This is all about positivity. Everything that I'm going to say is about positive thinking and not going into a negative headspace. Obviously, I watched the inauguration, and there's some concerns that jumped out to me right from the get-go. One interesting thing, especially referencing what Helen said, that she said the rich people were only going to be helping, or the high-tech leaders were only going to be helping Americans and stuff. I found that interesting just because at the inauguration, they all had a front row seat, and Trump's own cabinet members sat behind them. I found that very interesting.
So you think the whole body language layout speaks volumes?
Oh, yes. This was definitely a clear message. Trump has control of social media. TikTok is already censored, so you can't look up a bunch of stuff on TikTok anymore. If you go to Europe, you can look up all those things. For example, there's a plethora of content about communism, but if you look up fascism, that no video will show up in TikTok. So it's just like a whole censor thing that I don't really like.
Why do you think that is, though? What do you think they're trying? Why?
They're trying to keep people misinformed and not being able to learn about what's really going on, and it's just a strategic move that is just controlling the media, and it's just something that's a little frightening, especially because this just happened. What I think is most concerning with all of this is Trump's obviously not going to get another term, so he has nothing to fight for, and so I think he's just going to do whatever he wants. He has nothing to lose anymore.
He doesn't owe anybody.
He doesn't owe anyone anything. Everyone's wanting to work for him. Everyone wants to suck up to him. So it's just a little, the executive orders are also just a little bit frightening. We're not in the World Health Organization anymore. We could have seen that coming from a mile away. We're not going to be in the Paris Climate Accord. America only recognizes two genders, male and female. It's just a lot of, I think he wants to end DACA if he didn't already end it. And he's promising to go very soon in the next couple of days, go on a hunt where he's just going to do a mass deportation of every illegal American. And what's crazy about that is it's just like such a strong talking point for people who support Trump, that there's so many illegal immigrants, but illegal immigrants actually do pay taxes, and there's millions of dollars that come into America from the taxes that illegal immigrants are paying. They don't live here not doing anything. They support our economy a lot, especially in the rural areas where there's a lot of people working as farmers or working on farmland. That's usually ran by illegal immigrants.
Workers, yeah.
It's definitely going to see what happens from that. But I don't think we're all going to die. I don't think we're going to have another big war. Or at least, I don't know, actually. But I don't think we will. I don't think everything's going to be terrible. This is just the cycle of America. And after 4 years, it will be a new thing. But this is definitely there's a lot to keep your eye on right now with what's going on.
So, but I feel like America was founded on the right that we were all immigrants. And we have the right to have mass information. We're not a society that should be told what we can listen to. We should not be censored. We should not be told what gender we identify with, because it's like separating church and state. You should separate your body from politics, including women's right to control their body. There's so many things that go against, I think, what our founding fathers wanted it to be, but yet it seems like the American people have voted for this. And will it be great financially? Maybe. Maybe people voted, the finances, pocketbook, inflation, gas, food, maybe that was more. But all these other things are getting passed that never should have been part, I think, of the politics of the people.
But you got to remember, women were considered property when the Constitution was drawn up. There was no women's rights. There had to be amendments that were put in there. So the Constitution is a document that we live by for democracy. I get it. But there have been changes to it to accommodate the changing of time. So There's free thinking. We talked about it today. Politically correct. Do you have to be politically correct today more so than 20 years ago? There are things that I used to say back in the day that I say them now, and they're offensive. But I don't mean it offensively.
Yeah, but
It's
think
just the
what
way
we
I
were
grew up.
founded on. No one was in America, and the people that were in America, the Native Americans, we haven't treated them so great. So we all came from another
But
country.
we didn't treat the Indians great.
That's what I'm saying.
But that wasn't the Constitution. Women,
That was the Articles of Confederation.
the women were never considered anything in the Constitution but property. And then Abe Lincoln had to go with the slaves because he was losing the war. So he needed some muscle. So
And what do you think about, we talking about that, the Dred Scott decision, about being born in the United States as a citizen?
That was another point I was going to bring up.
That's in the Constitution.
He wants to take that away.
He's not.
Birthright
He's gonna
citizenship.
Try. He's going to try. He's betting because he has nothing to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
He throws all the spaghetti on the. He's going to get people upset because he loves to do that.
So what's next? He signs the executive orders. Do they have to go to the House, the Senate, or he can just sign it and it happens?
So executive orders are his workaway, as any president's workaround going to Congress. Executive orders, he signs it. It's an executive order. It's in. It doesn't have to. It's not a law. Only laws can go through Congress and get passed through Congress.
It's an order.
But it's an order. Yeah. Congress can veto it by claiming it's unconstitutional. There's checks and balances, but
Well, that's what I'm asking. We do still have checks and
But you
balances
have to
in the
bring it
United
up.
States.
but
It's
they're
like-
also all conservative ruled right now. The House is conservative. the
Everybody's on
Senate-
his tail.
Yeah.
He can attack a place, and he has 60 days or 90 days that he has to explain why he did that. In this Republican Party-led House and Senate, they're probably all going to say, "Don't worry about it. You invaded Panama." Right? He's
Yeah.
talking about military force to take Panama back. Really? First of all, you shouldn't even say something like that out in the open.
No, you shouldn't.
That's crazy.
No, you should not. It's definitely like concerning. The birthright citizenship thing is actually like very scary because then, how do you become American
That's
unless
unconstitutional. I don't see that.
It
passing.
definitely is. But
They already drew up. Somebody already went to the Supreme Court and they're drawing up papers against it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, but sometimes he just says things that are irresponsible. So here is, what's the name of the vice president?
J.D. Vance.
Okay, so he's on Meet the Nation. He says, no, if you did what you did on January 6th and you're serving time and all this and you deserve to go to jail, we're not going to pardon that. Not 24 hours later. He pardoned
a whole
everybody.
bunch of them. Yes, he
What
did.
is that?
The ones who attacked police officers, the ones, yeah, I don't know. It's very cult-like, and I like explained to my family members who I don't agree with politics on, like, when Mitt Romney was running for president, I had no qualms against anyone voting for Mitt Romney. Like, it's just the character, the character of the person. I wouldn't consider myself a Democrat. I also wouldn't consider myself a Republican. But right now, it's just like they don't mean what they used to mean, and it's
They
just.
do not mean what they used to mean.
And
that
the
is
words,
for sure.
the words and the parties don't mean anything. They stand by whatever they want to do.
Exactly.
They just do it. And now those same cops that got killed over the riots, isn't that the security people and the cops that sort of protect the White House?
Well, yeah. I mean, that was.
But don't you think they're going to be a little teed off right now?
Oh, for sure.
So they're going to turn their backs? And like I tell you, you got to be careful what you tell people and the things that you do. And, Trump believes that he doesn't have to. The people have spoken. Okay.
Interesting.
So we'll see.
So thank you for your editorial, your conversatorial. We
And
should
if
do a
you-
new segment like that.
Yeah, and if you want to write to Anthony, you go right ahead and do that.
Please write to me. Tell me your opinion.
Yes, and if you want to have a debate, as long as it's controlled and sensible, we will allow that as well.
I'd love that.
Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you.
Welcome back. All right, you ready to wrap this up?
I am.
Interesting kind of show.
Yeah.
Planet's freedom of speech. I do feel like we're in this age of Aquarius where people, no more hiding. You have the right to. Interesting story. If you have the right to your opinion, if someone puts a post on social media and they're wearing a MAGA hat or they're wearing something that expresses the other side of maybe transgender, you have the right to put on who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But should that right entitle someone else coming against you verbally and slandering you and saying horrible, hateful, nasty things about
It's called freedom of speech, but you know
So-
something, what you give is what you're going to get. You're going to get it right
I
back.
think-
You want to get into an argument with people, go ahead and do it.
You have the right to express yourself, but you know what? Respect each other and be kind. Try to be anyway.
Good luck with that, because a dialogue turns into a serious
It's
conversation.
nasty, I know.
And then it turns into nasty, and it turns into bitterness and everything else. Listen, he's no more your president than he is mine. I'm fully loaded to that. But there are consequences to some of the things, no matter who you are. Biden did things that were consequential to other people as well. He wasn't perfect. By no means was he perfect. But at the same time, all I'm saying is you want change, man. Try to do a little bit at a time. Yesterday, he had said that he was going to be reckless and woof that first day. So he kept his word.
All right. More to come. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. Please just respect each other. Open conversations. And we will see you tomorrow. 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.